We often hear of new wineries breaking ground or opening their tasting room doors, but when we heard that an existing California winery was packing up shop, moving across the San Francisco Bay from one wine region to another, we knew that was a story we had to follow. We're going behind the label to a winery raising, organized by the winemaker himself, where friends and family helped launch a new era in this winery's history.
A couple times a year you'll get an email invitation to come out and either bottle wine, crush grapes, raise barns, things like that.
Oh, incoming! Sorry. I said bring gloves, bring heavy shoes, eye protection, and all your tools.
We're the helpers.
Almost got you.
The helping friends.
You mean start from the top?
These friends are helping owner and winemaker Dane Stark with what he's calling a barn raising. He recently found a new home for Page Mill Winery, which was on Page Mill Road in California's Silicon Valley and part of the Santa Cruz Mountains wine region. In the original winery, space was a luxury.
I actually have to reach in between the rafters to get to work on these barrels. Page Mill started in '76, and my dad was making wine underneath the house. My wife and I were living there running the winery for 8 years and realized that we wanted to expand and we wanted to take it to the next level.
A search brought Page Mill east to Livermore Valley.
It's 30 minutes from San Jose and 30 minutes from San Francisco, and it's right on the Livermore Wine Trail. We've got 2 acres of Petite Syrah, and the barrel building is in quite good shape. And then we've got the barn, which we're converting into storage space and office space, and that was in less ideal condition. And so that's going to take the most work.
So Dane and his volunteer crew are up on the roof.
Whoa, don't fall. We're completely attacking and redoing the barn behind me. We're completely redoing the roof.
Apparently the goal for barn raising was take off the shingles and the roof.
A few more folks joined the barn raising effort.
Now we're talking.
Including brother-in-law Joe.
After this, he owes me. Good thing he makes good wine.
Oh, look at that. Holy cow. This stuff's like paper.
So you can tell it's not a pretty sound structure, so it was pretty sketchy up there.
Now that the metal roof is off,
we're going to take off the front 4 stalls.
All right.
And make it look like a winery instead of a horse barn.
There we go.
Nice. Look alive.
major demolition begins.
Now it looks like a winery. Unbelievable, huh?
With the front stalls down,
Let's see if a shovel will do it.
the shingles come off next.
Taking off the shingles, I wasn't sure if it was a good idea, if that's what was holding it together. But it turns out it wasn't, so it looks like it's going to be, standing when we go to put the roof back on.
While Dane's barn crew makes progress on the roof, other folks rip out grapevines.
Our ultimate plan is to take out 2 rows of vines, which will open up the entryway and allow for parking.
Dane's father, Dick Stark, pitches in too.
I've just been cutting weeds.
He's also witnessing Page Mill's transformation.
In the facility we had before, there was no way he could expand. I mean, he couldn't really have a tasting room.
This place affords us that, and we'll be able to have a dedicated tasting room.
But before that can happen, the barn's new roof has to go on.
It's the end of an era, but it's the beginning of a new one.
Raising a winery in a new home.